What if being unapologetically me is exactly what sets someone else free? I'm Melinda, your host at Unapologetically Yours. Welcome back. If you've been wondering where I've been, first of all, thank you. I've missed you too. For 5 days, and I think last Sunday was the last day. Today is Wednesday. So about 8 days ago, Jacob and I, he's calling me, that's him. Okay, I'm going to answer. Hey, honey. Okay, can I call you back? All right, thank you, love you. All right. So I had the ringer off, but my husband, of course, has the ability to cut through, right? So that's a really cool thing where someone that you select can get through no matter what. And he's my person for getting through no matter what, because it could be an emergency. Anyway, this might be cut out. Or I might keep it in there if I don't have time to edit. Anyway, so about 8 days ago, Jacob and I dove headfirst into what's called Business Mastery. So it's an event hosted by Tony Robbins. I believe it was held in West Palm Beach, and we did the virtual version, which was great. So it was on Zoom, and there were a lot of different breakout rooms, and it was an incredible experience. It was very intense. There was a lot of information. And there was a lot of stretching, actually, physically too. They had us dancing and jumping and spinning and high-fiving. And it challenged me in ways I didn't expect. Had me using brain power in a big and profound way. So I was exhausted. There were several times throughout that week that I got on the couch and just curled up, and Jacob was doing those Zoom calls or the Zoom experience solo. One of the biggest takeaways, though, for me is a confirmation that anything is possible, and it doesn't have to take years to build something or start something, not even months, not even weeks, because they set a challenge before us. I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to ruin it for anyone who has not yet experienced it. I don't want to give any hints, but they challenged us and we met the challenge. And what it told me too about myself is that I've got some superpowers, y'all. And then, oh my gosh, it's so annoying. I thought I powered it off. Do you hear that sound in the background? It's so frustrating. It's the ice maker, because our refrigerator, the freezer side, doesn't do the ice because a piece got broken. I'm just wondering. So, do any of you share the ADHD thing where, other sounds kind of compete with how your brain can, just operate at all? Okay, so I turned it off. All right. Okay. Unapologetic, right? Okay, so what it taught me, my superpower, one of many, I'm sure, is that I have the power to engage and inspire even total strangers to, in this case, rally around a cause that I care about. So that was exciting, and it was also humbling. I partnered with some amazing people, and if you know me personally, you probably got a text inviting you to like and share the thing that we created. It was a huge endeavor, but it lit me up, and people are now approaching me and asking me how they can help and offering support in amazing ways. And so I can't wait for those things to unfold, which will be another podcast episode. I've got so much to share with you. but this one will be brief because I do have to pick up my kiddos. So, what can you expect? I'm going to be, I think I've already talked about this before, so I'm going to be highlighting people that I know, friends, family, right? You guys know that part, but I'm also going to be talking about my experiences at the different events that I've been to. So, I've done Tony Robbins, I've done Dr. Joe Dispenza, and there's some great, great stuff that I want to share. And I'll say this, you know, I do have like the start of what I'm going to say about Tony Robbins, right? So, like, sometimes I'll jot down ideas and even put together, like an outline of what I'm going to talk about. And so, starting with me, which I may have also said, maybe my first episode, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, which is quite okay because I'm not even tea. But, you know, if I'm sharing something, if you're listening and you don't like that person, feel free to move yourself right along. You can listen if you want to, or you can just stop and come back to another episode where I'm talking about something maybe that's new to you or someone that you can get on board with. It's okay that I like something that you don't, or that I follow something that you don't support, or that I believe something entirely different than you. And if it is somehow, I don't know, impacts your morality or just rubs you the wrong way, it's okay in and of itself, right? But it's also okay for you to find someone else to listen to. Like, that's okay. There's no hard feelings, there's no lost love. Um, if you want, you can tell me all about it. You can tell me how much you don't like what I'm saying, or you can keep it to yourself, or you can tell somebody else. Um, I invite you to do what's best and right for you. And yeah, so that was a lot. I'm gonna move on. Um, I have been asked to do a part two to the domestic violence piece. And one idea that I have is to interview people. Well, really kind of just let people share their own stories. I know that there's likely going to be a part three in there as well. And another piece is that, I'm talking about real things, and while I may not give names, the people who know me sometimes know who I'm talking about. And that can be very uncomfortable. And there might be some sense of fear or concern, some worry about your loyalty to a relationship that you have. And I understand the dynamics to that as well. My goal, what is my goal? My goal is to shed light. Sometimes that light is soft, like the dawn, which is my middle name, and sometimes that light is a spotlight. Sometimes it's an interrogation light. Sometimes, I don't know. I don't want to drag that analogy to its death. um, I think it's also okay to feel uncomfortable, and I'm okay with saying things that might make someone feel uncomfortable and sometimes make me feel uncomfortable. Like, should I be doing this? And what about defamation of character, which I might have addressed on that particular thing? If it's true, there's no defamation of character. Hate to tell you. No, I don't hate to tell you. I'm happy to tell you. So, there's some things it is what it is, and I said what I said. And at the same time, I do want to have love and compassion, and I also don't want to put someone in a position where they are harmed more. So that is important. So, Um, I do not want to end on a Debbie Downer. Gosh. How do I don't know. I guess, you know, what I say at the end of most of my episodes, that I can just lean right into that. I am not here to be perfect. I am here to be present, to speak, to be heard, to heal, and maybe, just maybe, to set someone else free. Until next time, I'm unapologetically yours. Thank you.